Hello guys. It's been really long that since we posted the video. I guess it's almost 2 weeks. We both were pretty held up with their own jobs, and the timing was not so convenient for us to record any videos. It would be late night. We reach back after work.
Yeah. There is a change on my shift, so hopefully we'll be able to do
more videos. Yeah, this is our plan. Today's video is about
how to get a driver's license and how to prepare for it.
Yeah.
We had got a couple of comments under our earlier videos, people asking for videos related to this. So it was already in pipeline. So
we thought we'll do it.
So let's hope this helps everyone out there.
Yeah. So to start with, for Alberta's driving license, first one should pass a knowledge test. It's a computer-based test in which you need to first book an appointment through the registry. The registry is accordingly, let's say you're staying in northeast or northwest, so you'll have a registry pertaining to that place.
You can go to any registry.
Yeah, we can go, but it's much better to focus on your
ideally
place
anyone
nearby.
would go to the registry closer to you.
The nearby one, yeah. So get an appointment, and you pay $17 for the knowledge test. This is a charge. But before going in for the appointment, because the knowledge test happens on the very same day, we need to prepare a lot. I would say there is a PDF from the Alberta government on the knowledge test. It's a PDF of 2020 this year.
And so we'll be having it in the description box. That will help a lot. So we even though we were driving earlier, we were under the assumption that we'll be able to clear it. Yeah, it's not that difficult. It's just we better have a knowledge of all the rules that are currently applicable here. So going through that would be the best option.
Absolutely, because even we had the notion that we'll be passing. We'll pass in the examination just by going in, because we were aware about the rules. But there are there were many things that were pretty new to us, like turning right and turning left. It's very different from what happened in UAE, what we were practicing in UAE, or what she did in India.
Yeah, so the only difference, one coming from India, would be like the driving side is different. So
there's a major difference.
That's the
from
major
right
difference.
to left.
Yeah.
But from UAE it is fine, or any Gulf countries, because it's a left side. So
but still rules are slightly different here and there. So better would be to go through the PDF that will be pasting in the description box.
Yeah, that's on the knowledge test. So once you're done reading the whole PDF, it's 60 pages. You might take up to 3 hours hardly. We did the same thing 3 hours. And the next day, go for the test. Just go prepared. It's very easy. You have 30 questions. You should answer 25 questions straight. And the charge is $17.
Yeah, so one tip, like we had shared earlier also, if in case while giving your knowledge test, you're unsure about the answer, you can skip that question for that moment. And you can skip as many questions as you want, but once the list of 30 questions are done, it will come back to you
again.
Yeah, so maybe you might just skip the first 5 that you have in hand. The next 25 is what you actually are confident about. You can just clear the test with 25 questions. So you don't even have to attempt the last 5. So skipping was a tip that was given to us from one of the ladies at the registry. So
because you get an option to attend other questions, otherwise if you answer wrong, your
chances of clearing the test gets
if you get low. 5 wrong questions, you're out from the examination. Which means that you
don't even
have the rest of questions.
Yeah, you don't even have to attempt the rest. The first 5 questions are out wrong, then you'll be out of the test.
Yeah.
So
just be careful of those questions which you're not aware of. That is one part of knowledge test.
That is the first stage towards moving towards getting a driver's license in Alberta.
After that, after knowledge test, we have the main road test. Well, that is, you can say there are 2 classes. One is the basic class 5 license and the advanced class 5 license. I took the advanced 5 license. Even she was eligible for the advanced 5 license, but she went for the basic one. There are quite a few differences between both the license.
No, but maybe you can explain like how were we both eligible for advanced?
Yeah, I'll come to that point. Yeah. So, as I said, We both are eligible for that. And how were we eligible? I had a license from UAE and I had it for the past 7 years. That was accounted for, and she had a license from India.
And from Oman.
And from Oman as well. But we gave the Indian license, right?
No, I gave my
Oman
both.
license?
Yeah.
Both you gave, okay.
Yeah.
So she submitted
But
both
Indian
of them.
license was enough
Yeah.
for getting eligible for direct advanced test.
So you should have for more than 5 years. That license should be under your name for the past 5 years, which will make you eligible for the advanced license. If not, you'll have to go for the basic license and then wait for 1 year, right?
Yeah, 1 year.
1 year for the advanced road test. And
but what is the difference between advanced and basic?
One difference that I know about the advanced is that the time difference. You can drive from 12 a.m. like you can drive 24 hours, but for a basic one, you cannot drive from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. This is one point.
Like I'm cleared for basic test right now, so I cannot drive between 12 and 5 a.m.
No, you cannot.
Oh, okay.
Okay, she cannot drive from 12 to 5 a.m. She cannot teach someone who is having a learner's license. So you will get a learner's license once you pass the knowledge test. She cannot teach someone, but I, being an advanced holder of a license 5 class,
yeah,
I can teach someone. I can teach in the sense I can sit beside the person.
Yeah,
and
only in his
tell.
presence
Yeah, only my
can the
presence.
other person. So like he got his advanced test cleared, and I was still waiting for my date. I was not getting a date at all. It was very difficult to get one. So until then, since I had my learners, that means the knowledge test license with me, I could drive like
In
he's
my
sitting,
presence.
yeah, in his presence is what I could drive. So that is one advantage that you get if you hold an advanced
Advanced
drivers. And for basic, yeah, after I cleared, I could drive with my own license. But yeah, like he said, the difference would be like I cannot drive between 12 a.m. to like 5 a.m. So that would be like the difference, basic difference in advanced and
yeah, there are a
basic class
couple
5.
of more other differences, but I didn't read the whole differences from the list. But
Yeah.
these are the two basic ones.
Yeah.
One might find it not necessary because if you're not driving from 12 to 5 a.m., it
Yeah.
doesn't make. I mean, you don't have a requirement. But if you want to drive an Uber, or let's say,
But for
some
Uber, any which ways, you need grade 4.
grade 4, yeah, for
But if you want to go for Uber or anything, you need to have class 4 driver's license. Like the one we are talking about, he holds advanced grade 5 and I hold basic grade 5 license as per Alberta. So
the cost of the basic test would be around $83 if I'm not wrong, 83 to
Yeah.
$85 for the test, and for me
Basic?
when I took the advanced, it is $138. It's slightly on the expensive side, so better if you take that. Be assured of yourself that you'll pass the examination.
Yeah.
This is the basic information about the basic 5 license and the advanced 5 license.
okay, and just before going for these tests, he was very confident about driving, and I was good, but I won't say I was that confident. But I wanted to go through a driving school lesson before going in for the actual final test. But even though he was confident enough, it's better to go for a class at least once or twice just to have a knowledge of what the teacher tells you. It's better to have it from them instead of just having a theoretical knowledge, because they will show us the different signboards and the different ways that one should be driving on road. So he was planning to go just for 2 days, but when we'll tell you more about the school that we were going to. Okay, so even though he was very confident, it's better to go for a driving class before going for the test directly. So he went for few classes and even I went for few classes.
Yeah.
And there is another thing
that we could, so why, when I thought of doing just 2 classes, and she also thought of doing 2 classes, but then I went for 10 classes. Why did we do that? I'll tell later. We'll come to the topic later.
Yeah.
But before that, it's good to go with a driving school. Why? First thing is that the rules are pretty much different. For example, I'll tell just one example. Coming from UAE, I know that if I want to take a right, I'll have a freeway to go in.
Yeah,
Means
there is a different lane altogether.
for the free ride to be taken. But here, certain areas you won't have that free ride lane over there, but at the signal junction you can take a right even if the signal is red. This is done by looking across the street. You should see if the vehicle is coming from your left hand side, and from the front side is any vehicle taking a left turn and coming into the same lane. That is one weird thing which I felt a bit what I would say, I was not panicked, but I was a bit afraid to take the right turn because it's a red signal, you're taking a right turn. But it's a rule over here, you can take a right turn when the signal is red, but you should be always
need to see all directions.
Yeah, see all the directions before taking that right turn. If you cannot take, there'll be a signal, there'll be a signboard saying that you cannot take a right turn on a red signal.
There are 2 rules for taking a right.
Yeah, so this is one thing, but there are a couple of other things which we'll try to show in a video when we drive through the city.
And for sure, if you're going for a school, they will tell you much better way. So we would advise that one should go for at least 1 or 2 classes, and that would give us a better view that would give you guys a better view of the rules here.
Yeah.
And they normally go for 2 hours a day.
2 hours a day, yeah.
They don't go for 1 hour.
Yeah, they don't go for 1 hour. It's 2 hours, and for 1 hour it's $50. Just keep in your mind, it's $50 in Edmonton.
Is the rate that's going on.
And we'll tell about the cars that they give you in another video, not now. The final part is the insurance part. Car insurance.
Yeah, car insurance is
super high. When I say super high,
is it just in Alberta?
No, it's across. If it's a Toronto, if it's in a city like Toronto, Ontario, it's again higher. We are paying right now $365. If I convert it into dirhams, it will be plus 1,000 plus dirhams, 1,100 almost.
And that's monthly. It's not even monthly. Annually.
Exactly, that's monthly. I'm talking about, let's say 2,000 rupees a month just for car insurance.
And this was the first time we even heard of insurance being paid monthly. Every month.
Yeah, every month. Back in Dubai, it used to be 1 year, we pay 1,700 dirhams. If you pay, you are covered for UAE and Oman.
Even in India, it was the same.
In India, yeah, it's the same thing. But you don't have to pay 20,000. I don't know, you pay 15,000 maybe.
Yeah, daddy's paying somewhere close to, for a car, around 13,000 or something.
Okay, let's say 15,000 in India. That's annual, but here it's monthly. Now, that's where you feel a bit of bigger prick, because your car installment or car premium might be only 50% of that insurance premium. For example, if we are paying $360 a month, a car premium for a whole month would be $300. It's comparatively less. There are people who pay $360 for the insurance or $300 for the insurance part, and for the car they pay monthly $200. So that's where you find a bigger pinch, because even if you own the car, even if you don't have an installment to be done, end of the day, end of the month, you have to pay $350 as an insurance part. So in order to reduce that part, as I said, if you go with Driving Institute, they have a course in which you do 10 driving courses along with them. They will give you a certificate. There's an online test also in which you get a certificate that will get you a lesser insurance premium.
Yeah, you get a certificate that you can use it when you are applying for an insurance. That will reduce your insurance amount to, like, we saw a difference of $100 monthly, but still we end up paying $360. Otherwise it would have been like almost touching $500.
I know my friends back in Toronto, 2 friends who moved recently to Canada, they were paying, well, they moved 1 year back, but they were paying $450 a month. So that's very high, because Toronto being a city, expensive city, you pay rent which is on a higher side, and you have a car insurance which is again premium. So altogether the expense would be pretty high over there.
So yeah, this certificate is basically like with 10 hours of your driving practice session plus 15 hours of online course. So this online course is basically a link that your training instructor would forward to you once you apply for that certification.
And it's really good. It's really good to have.
Earlier it used to be like a physical class. You had to attend like 2 days, but now because of this COVID scene, we can do it from home. Earlier there used to be your instructor like physically teaching you the different rules and regulations, but now it's online. So at your convenience, you can sit and like complete the entire course. It is a total of 15 hours.
Yeah, and you cannot fake it. Means you have to be on that page to finish the course. You cannot go. You cannot think that okay, I'll play it over here. And
yeah,
just
he tried doing that, but it didn't work.
Because certain courses are just you listen to it and that's it. But no, if you toggle between the browsers,
it will pause.
It will get paused by default, which means that you should be on that page listening and learning stuff.
But actually, they are all basic things. But since it is for a good that we would be having for a longer term, like getting your insurance amount reduced, so you might as well listen to the entire thing for 15 hours
and it's time for my pizza delivery. So time to go right now. But these are the 3 important topics we covered right now on getting a knowledge test done, your license, and why doing an insurance class. A class with the driving institute
helps us.
Yeah, how it will help you guys and all.
Yeah, but we'll talk more about getting a car and the different procedures in our next video. Hope this helps everyone out.
And stay safe, guys. The COVID numbers are increasing in our part of town.
And from today is 14, and there is. I won't call it a lockdown, but then there are restrictions that are imposed. So stay safe, everyone.
So I'm back to my attire, so let me go right now. It's 4:30 over here.
Keep yourself warm. So hope you guys have a good evening and just take care, stay safe.
Yeah, right now it's -12 over here, but feels like -24. It's getting to be peak winter. So my guys are calling. Bye bye.
With an order in hand. So I'll be here to help him with Google Maps. What's no order? So let's see. Okay.
What's happening?
Okay, so we'll show you another rule. Right now we want to take a left, and there is a signal, as you can see over here. It is red. So once this is flashing, we can go without waiting or without looking for cars coming from the front. These all are waiting to go straight. But if in case it was not flashing, if it was a green signal for us, we had to give the cars in front of us the way to go straight, and then only we can take a left. We feel weird about it because earlier if it was a left that we had to take, it was just us moving to the left and there would be no cars going the other way. That is one of the weirdest rules that we saw here. Looks outside. Melvin has gone to get one order. I'll show you how it's looking outside. Okay, and it is snowing. I'll show you. So this is how it is. This is -12. It's not that windy. Like I told you yesterday, it was -18, and it was like, feels like showed -28. But today and yesterday it was too windy, but today it is not. Look at these cars here. Look at our car. And the flakes are so pretty. It's like those small stars and flaky things you get in any store. It just looks like that. Again, it's fun to be out in the snow. I'm sure we are excited because it's the first time we're experiencing, but we're loving it. But yeah, it gets too cold. Yesterday it was too cold and it was windy, so stepping out was not an option. So I'll get back. Melbourne will be back. Melbourne will be back with an order soon. Until then.